Let's sort this kitchen out because the mess is slowly creeping up and I want to do it fast so I can spend the rest of the day chilling in the garden. Does anyone else use their windowsill as a catch-all for just random stuff? And I know as the windowsill gets more and more cluttered, it's usually the case that I'm feeling out of control in other areas of my life. So I want to gain back some structure and normality today. Do you know what it is? It's when it becomes even remotely sunny outside. I just want to throw all routine out of the window. It's like my brain just goes, whee! And then I regret it a few days later because the house becomes a pigsty. I've stopped exercising, my sleep's off, and I've eaten takeaways every night. Anyway, thought I'd give the windows a clean because the kids have been playing in the pool and it's got watermarks all over it. Peep my wisteria thriving in the background. It's been loving this sun. And I'm so glad this is my view out of the kitchen window now. You'll be happy to see there's not that much food to pull out of the plug today. And yeah, I think another reason the house has become a bit out of control is because it was my son's birthday last week. So there's balloons and gift bags and all sorts scattered around the kitchen that I need to sort. And I've just been putting it off. Partly because I like the kids to be able to bask in the decorations for a while. And partly because I feel like I haven't had a second to focus. And if you know me, I need to focus to be able to tidy properly. Otherwise, it ends up in me just smushing stuff into cupboards so it looks clean from the outside, but really everything's just out of sight, out of mind. And after all of my hard work rearranging and organising cupboards at the start of the year, that is the last thing I want to be doing. But anyway, I've somehow managed to summon the energy to sort through it all today, so I'm going to go all in because I'm scared the motivation might disappear at any minute. These are my boys' little money boxes. Any spare change we have lying around usually ends up in these. The one on the right's looking pretty tattered because it's about 7 years old now, so that's 7 years worth of spare change in there. It's also one of those that you can't just open willy-nilly, which I love. I think what we're going to do when they're full is count it all and then put half into the kids' savings account, and then they can spend the rest on something exciting. In case you were wondering what was in the slime tub, it's a baby stick insect that we weren't expecting to hatch anytime soon, so I had to rummage around the house and find something to put it in. The reason we weren't expecting it is because it hatched from a parthenogenesis egg, which means there was no male in there with the females. This baby will be a perfect clone of her mum. How cool is that? Next, I got some lamb out of the freezer to defrost and then potted into the garden to pick some herbs for some roast potatoes. Nothing better than being able to pick your own food. Literally brings me so much joy. But yeah, no takeaways tonight. I want to keep promises to myself. I say it all the time. And that's not just in terms of being healthier. It's about being sensible with money. Tried to hoover crumbs out of Mushroom's bed and realised that was not going to work. But yeah, I picked something out of the freezer that had been in there since December. It was marked down as well, so that again brings me a lot of joy. And going forward, I'm really going to try and budget and use what we have in the house more. I know the idea of that feels restrictive, but honestly, finding ways to make that work and creating meals out of what we have feels so freeing.